However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. Look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see, and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Success in creating AI would be the biggest event in human history. Unfortunately, it might also be the last, unless we learn how to avoid the risks. We are all now connected by the internet, like neurons in a giant brain. Work gives you meaning and purpose, and life is empty without it. I believe alien life is quite common in the universe, although intelligent life is less so. Some say it has yet to appear on planet Earth. With genetic engineering, we will be able to increase the complexity of our DNA, and improve the human race. But it will be a slow process, because one will have to wait about 18 years to see the effect of changes to the genetic code. Not only does God play dice, but he sometimes throws them where they cannot be seen. I would like nuclear fusion to become a practical power source. It would provide an inexhaustible supply of energy, without pollution or global warming. People won't have time for you if you are always angry or complaining. We are in danger of destroying ourselves by our greed and stupidity. We cannot remain looking inwards at ourselves on a small and increasingly polluted and overcrowded planet. The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. Scientists have become the bearers of the torch of discovery in our quest for knowledge. If the rate of expansion 1 second after the Big Bang had been smaller by even 1 part in 100,000 million, it would have recollapsed before it reached its present size. On the other hand, if it had been greater by a part in 1,000,000, the universe would have expanded too rapidly for stars and planets to form. I have noticed even people who claim everything is predestined, and that we can do nothing to change it, look before they cross the road. Life on Earth is at the ever-increasing risk of being wiped out by a disaster, such as sudden global nuclear war, a genetically engineered virus, or other dangers we have not yet thought of. I think computer viruses should count as life. I think it says something about human nature that the only form of life we have created so far is purely destructive. We've created life in our own image. While physics and mathematics may tell us how the universe began, they are not much use in predicting human behavior because there are far too many equations to solve. I'm no better than anyone else at understanding what makes people tick, particularly women. We are just an advanced breed of monkeys on a minor planet of a very average star. But we can understand the universe. That makes us something very special. Time travel used to be thought of as just science fiction, but Einstein's general theory of relativity allows for the possibility that we could warp spacetime so much that you could go off in a rocket and return before you set out. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm in no hurry to die. I have so much I want to do first. Someone told me that each equation I included in the book would have the sales. I wouldn't be here today if it were not for the NHS. I have received a large amount of high-quality treatment without which I would not have survived. Science is beautiful when it makes simple explanations of phenomena or connections between different observations. Examples include the double helix in biology and the fundamental equations of physics. I regard the brain as a computer which will stop working when its components fail. There is no heaven or afterlife for broken-down computers. That is a fairy story for people afraid of the dark. Science is not only a disciple of reason but, also, one of romance and passion. My advice to other disabled people would be, concentrate on things your disability doesn't prevent you doing well, and don't regret the things it interferes with. Don't be disabled in spirit as well as physically. Women, they are a complete mystery. Nothing cannot exist forever. I think the brain is essentially a computer and consciousness is like a computer program. It will cease to run when the computer is turned off. Theoretically, it could be recreated on a neural network, but that would be very difficult, as it would require all one's memories. Because there is a law such as gravity, the universe can and will create itself from nothing. So long as the universe had a beginning, we could suppose it had a creator. But if the universe is really completely self-contained, having no boundary or edge, it would have neither beginning nor end, it would simply be. What place, then, for a creator? When one's expectations are reduced to zero, one really appreciates everything one does have. We are all different. There is no such thing as a standard or run-of-the-mill human being, but we share the same human spirit. I was not a good student. I did not spend much time at college, I was too busy enjoying myself. Life would be tragic if it weren't funny. No one undertakes research in physics with the intention of winning a prize. It is the joy of discovering something no one knew before. One can't predict the weather more than a few days in advance. My goal is simple. It is a complete understanding of the universe, why it is as it is and why it exists at all. There is no unique picture of reality. People who boast about their IQ are losers. God may exist, but science can explain the universe without the need for a creator. There could be shadow galaxies, shadow stars, and even shadow people. What was God doing before the divine creation? If you understand the universe, you control it, in a way. In my opinion, there is no aspect of reality beyond the reach of the human mind. We only have to look at ourselves to see how intelligent life might develop into something we wouldn't want to meet. Earth might one day soon resemble the planet Venus. A few years ago, the City Council of Monza, Italy, barred pet owners from keeping goldfish in curved bowls, saying that it is cruel to keep a fish in a bowl with curved sides because, gazing out, the fish would have a distorted view of reality. But how do we know we have the true, undistorted picture of reality? Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.